this, as you have sent me into the world, even so have I also sent them into. Everybody say into. I've always wanted to take walks for these marathons. In fact, I'm going to buy a bike and ride with my cousin Charles in that bike-a-thon, But, all those nice, wonderful community events happens during Sunday. And we just can't stop service for such a nice thing. Right? We cannot. We got to hold our services. Why can't you just bump up the service a little bit so that you can be involved in your community? Our gathering is not as important as what we're gathered about. Our gathering is not as important as the mission that Jesus placed on us. And if we can do it, the wonderful thing about church is that people come. And you know what people need? People. You know what you need to make a change in the world? You know what people need to make a change? A group of other people that are looking to help out. And the church is a great place where people come together and unite together with one banner and one community and one faith. And I feel like the church is not doing their thing. If we would come and rally up everybody, and we got if there was 1,000 people here and everybody's raising the funds for the March of Dimes or whatever it is that we're going to connect with this year, wouldn't it be wonderful if even we give $5, that'd be $5,000 to those that are less fortunate. Sometimes I feel like the church is so inward. And think is so centered on building itself and building its buildings and creating more luxurious items in the church, having golden seats and golden necklaces and golden microphones and all these different things and platforms that glitter and glow. And parking lot for the pastor and his wife and the rest of the church. And the newcomers go and have to walk 10 minutes to get into the building. We have our bookstores lined, nice, wonderful $300 paintings. I'm not totally against all of that stuff, but what would happen if we would do what Jesus said, send them into? Because for a long time, Sister Leo, we were called that we were sent out of the world. God has gifted us with His Spirit. God has gifted us with His Word. God has gifted us with His passion and His power so that we can be effective in the world that we live in. We are sent into the world. Listen, He said, for their sakes I sanctify myself. What? Jesus? For our sake you sanctify yourself? For our sake He made and kept His holiness and His perfection, that we may be sanctified through thy truth. Listen, I pray for these, not only for these alone, but for also them that believe on me through their word, that they all may be one, as you and I are one. This is that the world may believe that you have sent me. The world needs to believe that Jesus was sent for them. And how will the world believe that Jesus was sent for them? The world will believe that Jesus was sent for the world when those that believe on Him go into the world. I feel like there's some questions in our minds. I feel like we're asking about the call of separation, the call of righteousness. The call of righteousness and the call of separation is not a withdrawal from where you are. It's an inward thing. This righteousness and this holiness is an inward thing. you can be unrighteous and even a devil sitting here. So this calling of righteousness and holiness and separation is an inward thing. That wherever you are, the holiness of God is in your life. Wherever you are, the sanctification of God is in your life. Wherever you are. Wherever you are. Would you stand with me? I really believe that engagement is key. Going to where the people live. Loving the people where they're at. Jesus said, judge not, lest you be judged. And with the same judgment that you judge, you will receive the same judgment too. Jesus said, I've come not to judge the world. I came not to condemn the world, but that the world through me might be saved. Believer, we are sent into the world not to point a finger at the world and condemn the world, but to love the world. To love people. We have an opportunity. May 1st is coming. Got a chance to walk with our community members. And I'm not just saying our church, we're just talking about the people that we are with. We have a chance to engage them, to be real. Sometimes I feel like Christians are not real at all. Have you ever met Christians? That's funny, right? Have you ever met people that say they are believers in Jesus Christ, and you just don't know if this person is real? Are you real? Are you real? Do you go through the same things I go through? We don't say we need Jesus. People say, oh, they need Jesus. Yeah, they need Jesus. I made it a habit that when somebody said, why don't you talk to him? He needs Jesus. I said, no. I need Jesus most of all. I want them to understand that I need him before anybody else. Before I go and talk to anybody else, I need him in my life. I'll talk to them about Jesus. But we've got to get this thing straight, that I'm not talking to you from a position of righteousness. I'm talking to you from a position of need for him. And I'm talking to you as though you and I are hungry together. And there's a bread line somewhere. I'm not talking to you, hey, you need to go to a bread line because I'm full. No, we need to go to that bread line because that's where we are going to get fed. That's what we need to tell the world out there. We're going to Jesus, not because I have him fully, but because I need him the way you need him. And if we would just come, letting the world know that we need Jesus, and that's the only reason why we're talking to them, is because I've seen my need for him, and I can't understand why you would not see your need for him if I know I need him, because I'm not better than you. We're in the same place. We're in the same struggles. So when you hear me talk to you, come to church. When you hear me tell you come, it's not because I'm trying to come out of my own place of glorious magnificence and righteousness. No, because I want to come to the house of the Lord too. I want to be here on a Sunday. Not because I'm religious, not because this is something I have to do. I know I need it. I need this message. I need the worship. I need to rub shoulders with believers like myself. I need it. I come to church not because it's something I have to do. I need it. And I'm afraid of for those of our friends and our loved ones who don't think they need it. Because then we're not really the righteous ones. They're the righteous ones. You understand what I'm saying? You must be holier than I am. You must be more righteous than I am. You must be less of a sinner than I am, because I need God. And you say you don't? What is it that you have that I don't have? How could you say you don't need God? What is it that you have that I don't have? Please share with me. Because I feel like I need Him every single day. That's what we need to go. We need to engage the people and let them know we need Jesus. And we're only sharing it not because we want to be righteous, but because we think if I need Him, you need Him too. If there's something in your life, and I'm just repeating this just to get it across. If there's something in your life that you don't think you need God, you don't need God's people, and you don't need to be in the house of God to hear the message or to worship Him, then you must have something more than what I have, because I certainly feel the need for Him. Anybody here saved by grace? Would you lift your hands to Jesus and let's just talk to God. God, I'm in need of You. I come, Lord, not of my own righteousness and not of my own sinlessness and sainthood. I come because I understand, God, You've allowed me to see how sinful I am. You've allowed me to see how much of a wreck I am without You. And so today, God, I recommit myself to living for You, because I know without You, God, I was a mess. And without You, God, I almost wanted to quit. But now that You're in my life, I have joy, God, that I don't understand. I have peace that passes my own understanding. I have love for others that I never had before. I can't see myself living without You. Oh God, I come. I live for You not because of my righteousness, but because of Your righteousness. I come to You not because of my own sinlessness, but because of Your perfection, Jesus. You are holy, and I love You. I honor You. I wonder if there's anybody in this place that have come to a place in time now that you're saying, you know what, I need God. On my own, I am unrighteous. On my own, I am nothing. On my own. On my own. If you're in this place today and you're thinking that in your mind and in your heart, I'm not going to try to put attention on you, but if you would just pray to Jesus and say, here I am, Jesus. I need You. I think all you need is that prayer. You don't need no long prayers. All you need is to have that acknowledgement